What do high achievers normally have in common? Well, it's simple. The discipline to follow through on the plan. Follow through is critical to make sure that you can make things happen towards the end and succeed. No matter the significance or impact of that task that you're trying to achieve. Follow through means you're not a quitter. You give no excuses to yourself or to others that might hinder you from completing the task at hand. The journey is important, yes, but the destination is where you're headed, and you need to get there somehow, sometime. Whether or not you've achieved something, though, might often be subjective. However, you get to decide if you've achieved that or not. Depending on the initial blueprint that you had in mind to achieve that task. It takes time, effort, sometimes skill, and a lot of hard work to achieve something. And that's why being disciplined, as opposed to being hard-headed or stubborn, is critical. I've previously posted a video on discipline. And the tips and tricks to become a more disciplined person. If you haven't watched that video, I would be sure to link it down below, and I invite you to watch that one to complement the topic of achievement, because without discipline, you cannot achieve anything in life. The secret to motivating yourself to become a high achiever is to break up your task into bite-sized components to make it easier for you to complete the larger task at hand. That would allow you to motivate yourself to keep carrying forward. And this is especially important with those tasks or projects that might be more challenging, difficult, or that you're tackling for the first time. It is also critical to employ these activities. Tips and tricks when there's a group activity at hand. Having multiple people working towards achieving a particular goal means that you need to motivate each other and work together in a collaborative manner. In order to assess and test whether or not you've achieved something, you need to set the pace, the standard, the benchmark, and of course the milestones. What is it that you expect from achieving a particular task or goal? Is there a time frame in mind? Or is it simply about achieving that task? Being clear in your plan of what needs to be achieved exactly to consider it an achievement is very important, and even more important than the task at hand, because moving forward without a plan is pointless. You become a high achiever when you know where you're headed, how you're headed towards that goal, and how frequently you need to check in with yourself on those milestones. Being truthful on whether or not you're setting realistic expectations, but also achieving those expectations when you've gotten to those milestones is very important as well. previously mentioned that achievement is subjective. That is because you get to decide what an achievement is and how big it needs to be. However, in order to set that goal and move towards it, you need to be clear with all the details, nuts and bolts and all. Details are critical to become an achiever, because ultimately, you don't know whether or not you've achieved that task if you haven't laid out the details in advance. But ultimately, you have control over what it is that you want to put into your blueprint, and that is the subjective part of it. Maintaining clarity and focus is key, and that will be your secret ingredient to becoming an achiever and achieving anything you set your mind to, as long as it's realistic and allows you to work with the resources that you have available for you. Go ahead, move forward. Set the wheels in motion and achieve anything that you want to. Good luck.